Good afternoon, folks, and welcome to the Sim Box Button Box 125 here as the Bluegrass full throttle trucks are about 5 minutes here into the 10-minute qualifying session. As we've seen a handful of trucks already take to the track, 17 to be exact, have taken their position in qualifying. A very slow lap here, 55 seconds, almost a 1 minute lap. Very Talladega-esque lap style, or track, lap time, excuse me. We're not going to start this whole tongue twisting. It's a new week, and I'm pretty positive about it. As we're going to see Brett Nelson come around to set his second lap. Should be a better second lap than a first lap usually for these guys, but it's not going to be for that 10 machine. But good afternoon, and we hope everyone is doing well on this beautiful Monday night here. As if you're on the East Coast, about 9 p.m. If you're on that West Coast, closer to that 6 p.m. area, 7 p.m. depending on wherever you're at, 8 p.m. Either way, wherever you're joining us from, we do say hello, good afternoon, good morning, good night, whatever it is, and we just hope you're having a great day. And thank you for taking the time out of your night, join up here and hop on board with the Bluegrass guys here as they're gonna go down. Never mind. CJ Mason. I was going to say down the back straightaway. CJ Mason goes, but I just saw that was his second lap or third lap, excuse me. Same as this third or 22, excuse me, of Scott Madden. He is on his third lap, but it's going to be, I think, an interesting night here. We saw last week a lot of guys take to Auto Club. We saw a lot of podiums that maybe we weren't expecting. Excuse me, Nashville Super Speedway. I don't know why I said Auto Club. Nashville Super Speedway, and it was an interesting, I guess is a word you could say for it. It was something, because we saw a lot of drivers show some skill. Doug Neal win. Doug Neal didn't win last week. Yeah, it was Joey Doucette picking up his second win. Chris was telling me in my ear, giving me some information. He accidentally told me the wrong person. I was going to say, I know Doug Neal didn't win last week, but either way, we did see Travis Twitty picking up his first podium and then repeating with another stinking podium in Xfinity the next night. So, Woody, one of those guys you're going to have to watch out for tonight. He was telling Chris that everybody needs to watch out for him here at Pocono. He could be fast. Right now, he's sitting 13th out of the qualifying grid and out of 20 plus cars. 13th, not a bad place to be sitting. As Cody Verrill going to sit himself right behind Travis Twitty in that 14th spot as he is on his second lap. We'll see if that 11 machine going to be able to do anything here tonight. As here with about 2 minutes left to go in qualifying, we should see some drivers that have not qualified. Josh Clemens, Dakota Shepard, Nate Maurer, Alan Durango, and Jason Bridges, all the drivers that have not qualified. We know Jason Bridges, one of those high side hustlers that have gotten his first win of the season. It looks like he is actually going to qualify in that 24th spot here tonight so far on his first lap. But Maurer, good to see him back in the trucks, Chris. He could be in here just race controlling, but if he's in here racing, it'd be cool to see that 971 back in the trucks. Ooh, big into the wall for Cody Verrill. He was giving it everything out of the Milwaukee Mile style. Turn number 3. We know how different Pocono is in every turn. As you're going to see that Fanatec 34 of Jason Bridges running through the tunnel turn, and in the little the back straightaway shoot into turn 3. That's where Davey Allison got wrecked by Darrell Waltrip. As you see that 34 go into exactly what I do. Ride those bumps, man. You got to ride those bumps. Feels like it helps turn the race truck, for me at least. As you're going to see that 34 maybe rides that lap time up. 56.510, not really much of a better time from him. He's actually going to stay in his position. So not the best lap from Jason Bridges, I feel like, but he did say that Pocono may not be one of those tracks that he's too fast at. So we'll see. He's got some good teammates out there. They're going to be feeding him information. We know how super speedway like Pocono can be at the start of the race, and see some big position changes on the start here. 30 seconds left to qualify, and it looks like Dakota Shepard. Not sure about Nate Maurer, like we said. Race control, when they do join, they show up in the in the race grid unless they are disqualified before we start.
Josh. We're gonna go ahead and get through the points real quick. Doug Neal is currently your points leader with Robert Richards in second. Joey Doucette gonna be in that third place. He's got 2 wins. So Joey Doucette, he was your last week's winner as well as at Homestead. So Joey Doucette looking to try to pick up another win here at Pocono. You got Daniel Worthington in 4th, Scott Madden in 5th. Scott Madden in 5th. Bobby Hall Jr. is going to be in 6th. CJ Mason 7th. Jason Bridges 8th. Joshua Clemens in 9th. Christopher Blanchard in 10th. Logan Smith in 11th. Ed Osborne is going to be in that 12th position. David Brackett in 13th. Logan Russell in 14th. Taylor Peacock 15th. Ron Morris Jr. going to be in that 16th spot. Alex Healy in 17th. Bobby Matashevsky going to be in 18th. Travis Twitty in 19th. And Wes Wiggin going to be in that 20th spot. So a lot of points still shaking up here early on. This is the 7th race. So we'll see how Pocono handles out for these boys tonight.
Yeah, and if you're on that bubble in that 20th back position, still some time to make up some spots here before we get to that round of 16 cutoff. We're closing in on it, but closing in on getting close to gridding up here as we've got some of the drivers in. Not everybody is in yet. About our first 6 drivers haven't gridded up, and then the rest of the field back has. So we'll wait here just a moment to see once they get gridded up. Want to show off some beautiful paint schemes as we go through the field. We know a lot of these guys are running those team paint schemes. And some drivers, or not even drivers, just some people behind the scenes that put a lot of time into those schemes want to show those off. So we'll see if they do grid up. If not, we know how live timing can get out of whack, especially at a track like Pocono. We'll get to go in here in a second, but let's see. Go up there to Mikael Robertson and just see if he is in yet. I don't know if live timing. Yeah. Oh, there he goes. They're in now. Says they're in. Says they're flashing out for me. So just give us 1 second. SDK is having an absolute panic attack right now. If it's doing on screen what it's doing for me on screen, to apologize about that. Are we good, Chris? All right, and we'll go up here on board to that 24. Looks like a Jeff Gordon throwback here. That DuPont automotive finish is Chevy Silverado. So we're going to see that number 24 in that pole position as we go back to that Black Rifle Coffee of Robert Richards in P2. And that 113 to Daniel Worthington picking up that 3rd spot. Logan Russell going to be in 4th here tonight in that number 2 machine with Bobby Hall Jr., who doesn't look like he's getting off the grid right now. Oh, it looks like that truck might have not been started. So then it's going to be Alex Healy sitting in that 6th position. Then it's going to be Joey Doucette 7th. Anthony Stevens going to be in that 8th spot in that 58 machine. Then go on back here to see that 77 Doug Neal, that Simbox machine. Here riding in the Simbox button box. 125 looking to pick up the win here tonight. I'm sure Doug Neal, he makes some fantastic button boxes. We'll see if that 77 machine can get it done here tonight at the home race. Go back here to 10th position. It's going to be that 88 of Wes Wiggin looking to pick up some success that he had last season. Hasn't really had much this season. We'll see if that 88 machine can get it rolling here tonight. Brett Nilsson going to be picking up that 11th spot in that 10 machine. Then Logan T. Smith going to be starting 12th. Travis Twitty, last week's double podium man in trucks and Xfinity, starting a solid 13th here in a big old field. He's going to be starting in 13th with Cody Verrill in 14th. Joshua McKinney going to be starting in that 15th spot in that number 43 truck. That Samuel Adams 38 of David Brackett going to be starting in 16th. The 19 of Christopher Blanchard in that Blanchard's Towing going to be starting 17th with Scott Madden 18th. CJ Mason 19th. And then Jason, we got all of those guys out of, my timing's messed up, Chris. It's showing some guys aren't even on the track for me. Do apologize about that, Chris. Never mind.
We'll go ahead and get it taken care of. It looks like the flag's down, but yeah, it looks like, or the pace car is off. We're going to go ahead and get it going. Whoa, a little bit of a bump there from the 48.
Yeah, do apologize about that. Live time and getting a little bit out of sorts right there towards the end. It was showing people that it's saying that we got a lot of guys already down a lap, right? Oh, look at Daniel Worthington.
Yeah, Daniel Worthington taking that inside lane.
This is going to be a tricky spot to go too wide early here on these cold tires.
Yeah, this the tunnel turn is going to be a very, very, very tricky turn to get into. Well, let's see if everybody can get it slowed down. Everybody does. It's one of those turns that you really don't have to slow down, but you do have to be careful when you get into the corner. You can get the rear end of the truck around. But look at that, the 24. Yeah, 24. Mikael Robinson falling back just a little bit. Daniel Worthington's going to take over that.
Look at Bobby Hall Jr., Chris.
Yeah, Bobby Hall Jr. moving his way up into that third position.
Slow on the start here on the grid, but he ain't slow on the start of this race. He's moving. That 94 machine looking to pick up a little good of a good start here as he's rolled himself into third here, fighting that 48 of Robert Richards, who another surprising start, Chris, from Robert Richards. I think we're going to have to start getting used to this 48 machine. Oh, is it almost got into the wall right there for a moment, but look at that, 77 to Doug Nill. He's starting to come to the inside. He's now going to pack it out as we're going to see a lot of pack racing here early. Like I said, super speedway style racing almost here at Pocono, 2.5 mile oval that has got so many odd different turns here. You got the Indianapolis style turn 2. You got the Milwaukee mile style turn 3. I cannot for the life of me remember turn 1 right now. I probably should have looked up a history lesson before we got here.
Look at that, the 77 of Doug Nill making a move on the inside of Robert Richards
for that fifth position. For that fourth position, excuse me.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the 77 Simbox machine going to have the momentum coming out of turn 3. We're going to go back into the pack just a little bit, see what's going on with a couple of these drivers back here. See everybody just pretty much riding single file right now. Looks like Chris Blanchard falling back a lot, Josh. He's back 10 positions right now. He's probably just wanting to have a little bit of time to figure out what's going on in the race. But, you know, it's one of those things where this is a long race. 50 laps is a long way around this track, so maybe just trying to do a little bit of a strategy, wanting to fall back, watch everything that's going on.
I can say one thing is my first truck, or not even my first, my last truck start, though, I had here at a Pocono race as we go up here to, you know, that 94, Bobby Hall Jr. out in the lead. Didn't even notice that, Chris. The 94 just skyrocketed out in the lead while we were looking back to the field there. As was going to say, you see a lot of drivers here, though, maybe lose that pace at the start and then just try to regain it. The truck does a lot of weird things at Pocono in traffic, as you're going to see a big run here from that 24, Mikael Robinson. 94, Bobby Hall Jr. on the defense to the inside lane. As he's going to block that open air down there. The 24 going to take it to the outside. That could come back to bite him if the 113 gets the run. As watching up, the 94 trying to clear him. He's not going to clear the 24 as it's going to be too wide down the back straightaway. And there's a big train behind that 24 of Mikael Robinson. That's going to be a lot of momentum here coming to that outside lane. As we'll see if that DuPont machine can make it stick here to the tunnel turn. This is going to be sketchy as he's washed up. Doug Nill to the inside lane as well. Like you said, Chris, making moves from that 77. That Simbox machine looking very, very strong here early. It's too wide here in a turn 3, 2x2. 2 rows back as you see that 194 now wide up the track. He's exiting a little bit high. That should mean that 24 is going to have a better run down the straightaway here. He will. As you saw that 94 just on the gas a little bit early. 113 might take him 3 wide here. He's going to try, but I don't think anybody's going to go with him. 113 might be on the advantage here. He could come out of turn 1 in the lead here.
Yeah, no, you're actually...
No, it doesn't look like... Like he's going to have the run though.
Yeah, something you're going to watch out for going here into turn 1, Josh, is who's going to have the better drive in and drive out. Turn 1 is really the turn that that can make or break you as a driver. Turns 2, you know, turn 2 right here going into the tunnel turn. It's one of those turns that you can kind of just float and float over the yellow line a little bit, kind of get the truck to settle up a little bit, get it to go through the corner. It's actually a lot of fun going through that turn 2. Turn 3 is also one of those turns where you get it down below that yellow line, like Josh said during the qualify, get down there on those bumps, try to get that truck to settle up, get it to turn a little bit more. But turn 1, that is the make or break turn. That's where you're going to have to watch a lot of these drivers. As you see the 94 of Bobby Hall Jr. Starting to try to break that draft on those drivers, trying to drive it down a little bit lower. But like I said here, going into turn 1, this is where you're going to have to watch these drivers. Whoever can get a good drive in and drive out will be in the lead. But if you wash up, tighten up, and have to get out of the gas, the driver who gets the better drive out, they're going to be the one that passes you going down the straightaway.
And, you know, I got to say, turn 1, almost a road course style setup. You've really got to slow the car down, throw it into the corner, and just get it set up perfectly. You wash out a little bit too high, that race truck's going to plow to the top of the track, and you're going to kill that right front, the right side, probably in general. But, you know, turn 2, turn 3 got a little bit more room for error. More or less turn 3, the biggest room for error. But turn 1 is one of those turns, like Chris was just, you know, pointing on, it is very difficult to get around. You've got to woe the race car up the right way. You've got to get back in the gas the right way. Very, very Apex style corner that if you don't hit it just right, you're going to lose some position and lose some track time. Maybe a little bit of momentum, almost a kart racing style turn in turn 1.
Was riding on board here with your third place finisher last week at Nashville. That 29 of Travis Twitty, doing a good job sitting in 13th spot. Currently sitting where he started at. So we always look out for Travis Twitty. He's one of our drivers. Ever since we joined Bluegrass, he's always been really nice to us. Always been, just a really kind, gentle soul. I got my tongue twisted up there. And always, just a really good guy to sit and talk to off the track. So we're always looking for that 29 machine to do really good. But look behind him, Josh. Nate Maurer up 11 positions. So Nate Maurer doing what he does best when he gets in that Simbox machine out here, just pulling up towards the front. As it looks like Anthony Stevens getting a little loose in that 58 machine coming out of turn 3 there.
Mikael Robinson going to promote himself back to the lead as well, Chris. Bobby Hall Jr. now going to be in second, that 77 of Doug Neal. Riding in third, these three boys right here starting to drive themselves in a pack, elevate their pace just a little bit, and you'll see that with these drivers. They'll be fast as we'll go back here to the replay. Oh, it looks like the 94 just got a little wobble out of turn 2. It's going to allow the 24 to get side by side with him into 3, and a big drive in from that 24, Mikael Robinson. He's going to pass him right there. We'll see as that 94, oh yeah, he got down there, maybe just got a little loose. And on corner exit, the 24 just able to stay in the gas. Slow in, fast out. Because that's what the 24 just did. So go back here. This is live, correct?
Yes.
As it sounds like the 19 of Christopher Blanchard going to be coming down pit road.
Yeah, the Christopher Blanchard in that 19 machine going to go ahead and wave that virtual hand out the window. Doesn't like what he's seeing in front of him, so he's going to go ahead and come down, get those 4 fresh tires, get that fuel. They have 3 sets of tires here, so if he does get a set of tires, he'll only have 2 sets left. So only a limited set of tires here. 50 laps, it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're out on a 2.5-mile track like this track at Pocono, it can really wear you down after about 10 or 15 laps.
Especially when the turns are completely different.
Exactly.
Each end of the racetrack.
Exactly.
The truck is so set up for, one track or one turn, or, you gotta kind of set a baseline for all 3 turns, and that's just confusing. It really offsets the race truck. It upsets the race truck. You'll notice in turn 1, the truck does something completely different than what it's doing through the turn 2 section. And then in turn 3, halfway through the run, you feel like the truck just comes to life. It's crazy, man. Pocono is one of those tracks that really, it finds the driver in you. If you don't know how to get around this joint, you're not going to get around a lot of places, or, if you can't get around Poconos. It looks like we've got a battle for the lead here. That 94, Bobby Hall Jr.,
Whoa.
Big run out of turn 1. It looked like that 24 just got a little bit wide and down the back straightaway, the Long Pond straightaway. These drivers are going to come into the tunnel turn. As you're going to see that DuPont 24 hit it into the tunnel turn, he's going to lift out. As Bobby Hall Jr. going to lift out a little bit earlier, get himself set up for the run here into turn 3, and we'll see if we get a big drive in from that 94 or what this 24 is going to do. He seems to be keen on that mid to high lane, whereas Bobby Hall Jr. will go down here and search below the yellow. As Robert Richards, Doug Neal now battling. Doug Neal was holding that 3rd place consistently. Robert Richards finding that pace, your 2nd place sitter here tonight. Here later in this run, he's going to go right back behind that 77 of Doug Neal. Suck himself back up to this rear bumper, might try to make a move as we've got traffic down pit road. 38 of David Brackett, 22 of Scott Madden, and that 11 of Cody Verrill. They're going to bring themselves down at lap 10, cut this stage in half. That does end at the end of lap 20, going to 21.
Yeah, that Team 207 drivers decide to go ahead and pull it down. It looks like Logan Russell in that 2 machine going to not come down with his teammates. So probably that little bit of separation decided, he's like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and pull it around one more time. It's like we were saying, Josh, look at that. That 971 Nate Maurer now up 15 spots, working on that inside of that 88. Excuse me, that is the 58 there of Anthony Stevens. So working that inside of Anthony Stevens, now up 15 positions, up into that top 10. Nate Maurer doing a good job. Look at that, Bobby Hall Jr. pulling it down pit lane.
Bobby Hall, Daniel Worthington, and Wes Wiggin all going to make their way down pit road, Chris. This time, that Flex Motorsports 88.
Alan Duranco down as well.
Yeah.
Dakota Shepherd. Yeah, the whole Flex Motorsports team down pit lane right now.
Ooh, nice paint scheme on that 101 here tonight.
Yeah, nice paint scheme.
Like those vibrant colors. Ooh, his pit crew looks good too.
Let's look at that, Josh. Doug Neal, Robert Richards still battling it out for that second position.
Here they come, too wide, and a hard too wide into the tunnel turn. Is there going to be a big drive out from the 77? That was almost a moment there. That could have been a moment. Any one of those drivers just wiggle, and it is very easy to wiggle in that tunnel turn section. Any driver watching tonight that's drove this track knows that you just make the slightest bit of overcorrection, slightest bit of, steering input. As it looks like we got Mikael Robinson, our leader down pit road. He's going to surrender as 48, going to come in this next time by. So it looks like Logan Russell as well. Yeah. So it looks like we've got our drivers taking their poison here. We got some early pit strategy. We'll see drivers be able to manage a little bit longer here once we get into the green flag runs after the stage. It'll be fun. It's going to set these drivers up, just different here. I mean, not really. I mean, they're going to get evened out at the stage, but, we'll see this is going to be what we'll see for that green flag run later on in the race, how they're taking this early stage here, how they're going to stretch it. As you see Doug Neal just driving in, you can really hear those right sides suffering right now late in this run. That's what is getting that car through the turn. As you're going to see him get it into turn 3 here, brake on that last cone, almost throw it in. As I like to drive it in high, then swing it in low. You can find a lot of pace here on these older tires and really get past some cars here. So he is going to be your leader at 48 of Robert Richards, at 97 of Alex Healy. Going to pull their way down pit road. And look at that, 971 of Nate Maurer. He's going to make his way up into third place. And if you're an OG Nate Maurer fan, you've been watching him since me and Chris have been calling him back in the old days of the Chris Cup. The first time I ever called him Nate Mower, and I said he was mowing through the field. Well, right now, I think that's true for Maurer. He's mowing through the field. He's looking good, getting back to his roots of these trucks. Very, very fast. And 971 in this time. 42 of Ed Osborne as well. I hear the 85 of Logan T. Smith. As you see Travis Twitty working on that 58 of Anthony Stevens, who's been battling a loose race truck these past couple of laps. And that is his teammate, as you're going to see those two trucks. Oh, and it looks like Twitty should get out of the gas just a little bit. Yeah, that 58 did call that he was coming in pit road. It looks like he is going to let him down. Heard the 20 as well called. That's Eric Gaskins. 34 of Jason Bridges. Here comes the 77 and that 16 to Joey Set. 55 mile an hour pit road at speed limit. If you are concerned about that, you see Nate Maurer getting it slowed up very, very fast, but that's 55 of CJ Mason doing what he does best, staying out, Chris.
Yeah, that CJ Mason machine doing a good job staying out on those tires. He's going to probably try to stretch it out to that stage break. Maybe come down pit lane
this time.
They're coming down pit lane as their team says.
Jr. Yeah, sorry, Chris. Didn't mean to cut you off there, but I was just going to say they are losing a lot of pace, about 3 seconds of pace. So there would be no reason not to pull the trigger and come down pit road. That will give the lead back to Bobby Hall Jr. And Nate Maurer is going to come out, Chris, in second place once CJ Mason and Ron Morris go down. So Maurer has set himself up in a position here. Only a second and 3/10 back from that Bobby Hall machine. You can see him right there in the top of your screen as they go into the tunnel turn. He's on 3-lap fresher tires as well. I have no reason to not think that Nate Maurer machine gets up here. He's going to be leading this race here in about the next 2 laps, I would say. If he doesn't eat up his equipment, just absolutely. I can see that 971 leading this race. He could possibly win this stage here.
Yeah, Nate Maurer, one of those drivers that we're always looking for every race. Nate Maurer always doing a good job. I know he's probably over there watching the stream giggling right now as we're talking about him. But he's always one of those drivers. But don't count out that 94 and that Flex Motorsports 94 Bobby Hall Jr. He's also a really, really good, talented driver. So out here in that lead right now. So we're not going to count him out. He could hold off that 971. He's got 2 teammates behind that 971. So if Daniel Worthington or Wes Wiggin can get up and battle it out with that 971, kind of slow him down, Bobby Hall Jr. could hold on for those 4 laps and get that stage break win. But right now, it looks like Nate Maurer slowly starting to reel in that 94. That couple of lap difference tires. Nate Maurer did come down 3 laps later than that 94 machine. So gonna have a little bit fresher tires, but I don't know if he'll have enough time to even out those tires and start to leave that 971. As it looks like I said, starting to really gain him in. If that 113 can get up there and start battling out with him, then it can slow him down. But right now, it's really looking like the 971's catching that 94.
Yeah, and our biggest gainers on that pit road as well. That 88 of West Wigan got past a couple cars with that pit stop strategy, got himself up into a comfortable fourth place here. He pitted on lap 11. You see Travis Twitty got himself past 2 cars into 11. David Brackett, he was sitting in 8th a second ago, now moved back to 9 as Mikhail Robinson making his way. Oh no, Mikhail hasn't even pitted yet. I do realize that. So out of the people on the track right now, Daniel Worthington, Robert Richards, Alex Healy. Oh, for me, it's saying they didn't pit. So I guess just my live timing being goofy. Do apologize about that. But he did pit at lap 12. But gotta say, man, David Brackett, he moved back to 10th now since we're talking about him. He is under attack. No, he's not under attack. I say that. Logan Russell just passed Travis Twitty. So Logan Russell moving his way past Twitty, nullifying that position. I said one of those positions that Twitty gained on pit road. And now he's going to be under attack here to Scott Madden. He'll be right here. Maurer in the draft too. He should catch him. He should be in striking distance out of turn 3 this next time by. I would say he should be close to that that 94 machine of Bobby Hall Jr. We'll see. Right now, 5 tenths. He put about 2 tenths on him that lap. You heard the aggressive driving through turn 1 and 2. He really wants to catch that 94 machine. And down the back straightaway here, he is putting more time on him now. No, still about 5 tenths. It looked like it was going to go down to about 4 tenths. We'll see through out of the tunnel turn. He's got a way bigger drive, almost into the wall. That was big commit from the 971. Ooh. As we'll see if he gets to drive through out of turn 3 like that. He's going to be really close. And he's going to be very, very in that tow package right here. He should get right up behind that 94 down the straightaway here. Be in striking distance in turn 1. Don't know if he's going to have the pass stuck, though. That 94 has been very defensive on that low lane, as this is the white flag for the stage.
Yeah, as it looks like going into turn 1, Bobby Hall Jr. going to try to take it down, but Nate Maurer looks like he really tried to get into turn 1. He's going to wash up really wide there. That's going to slow him up just a little bit.
Yeah, going into turn 1. Maurer just said, no pressure. No pressure, Bobby. So either he's teasing him or, I don't know. Mikhail Robinson's done a good job moving himself back up into 3rd in front of that Daniel Worthington machine. But we'll see out to the tunnel turn. This is the last attack moment for that Maurer machine. Will he get up here and get past Bobby Hall Jr.? Doesn't look like he's going to have that drive right here. Looks like that is going to be your stage winner, maybe. Out of turn 3, here they come. And down the front straightaway, you should see that 94 go lower. He's probably not, though. Yeah, Nate Maurer not going to be there. Green, white, checkered, Bobby Hall Jr.
Whoa, as I see Chris Blanchard going around.
Yeah, Jason was just saying that wasn't even him that threw the stage. I think I heard Eric Gaskins apologizing to him.
Yeah, as I see the 19 machine around with a little bit of rear end damage. We'll see if we can go back and watch it. See that 4 machine, Alan Duranco taking that bottom lane. Yeah, you see the 19 looks like they just tried to go for that same real estate. The 19 just backing it into the turn 3 wall. Doesn't look like a lot of damage, but that damage can hurt at a really long draft heavy track like Pocono.
Yeah, unfortunate for Blanchard, man. He just hasn't had that luck so far this season. And again, just driver going for a position there on the stage finish. Every point matters, and that stinks. I wonder if we'll see drivers take feel only here. I would expect a lot of drivers to take tires, but not sure. We'll see. Oh, there's this wreck again on board. Yeah.
Yeah, as you see right there, it looks like that Blanchard machine just trying to go down there on that yellow line, trying to do what Josh said, just do that really high arc down into the corner, and then that Ford Alan Duranco just there. So the 19 gonna go and turn himself off the front bumper of that Ford machine. So unfortunate for that Blanchard machine. Like we said, always one of those drivers that just always finding the mess, man. Always seeming to just not have the luck go his way.
Yeah, when it's his day, man, though, he can put up a good fight and run with the best of them. Just unfortunate. Always gets caught up in the mess early, or just, has something not go his way. And here early at Pocono, that's going to be some big damage, but he's got a good bit of time here to try to fix as much damage as he can with as long as it takes to get around here. As we'll see if our stage winner, we'll have an interview with that 94 machine of Bobby Hall Jr. will make it out of pit road in that first spot. He's got the 971 all over his back bumper, who's going to get into his pit stall first. He did not qualify, so that 971 going to be in the first pit stall on pit, or second pit stall, excuse me. Second to last pit stall, technically. But you know what I mean. He's going to be in his pit stall before that 94. Oh, Robert Richards.
113.
Robert Richards big wide into his as well.
Yeah, 113 to Daniel Worthington missing his pit stall. You see him having to back up there. Oh, the 971 getting out of pit lane. Bobby Hall Jr. also getting out of pit lane. It looks like the 94 going to win out of pit lane, so also going to take on that stage break. Also going to win the race out of pit lane, so the 971 and Nate Maurer going to pull himself out in the second.
All right, and we will have a word with that 94 of Bobby Hall Jr. here in just a moment. Bobby Hall Jr., Chris and Josh here at the Bluegrass Booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I do.
Hey, man, you just picked up stage one victory here. 20 laps at Pocono feels like about 400 laps, I swear. But, hey, man, you did a good job after, taking pit stop a little bit earlier than some of the guys. And there could have been a big charge there from Maurer. But, hey, you held it off. You've got yourself stage one here. And how's it feeling? That 94 machine looking like she's pretty fast here tonight. You there, Bobby? Oh, I just realized that.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
No, you're good, man. You're good.
Still new to this. But yeah, talked with the team, and we decided to short pit. We were debating on how to short pit, so we decided lap 10 pit, no tires, and just hanging on. She was starting to wear the right front a little bit as second place was catching me, but it was a good team decision.
Again, man, it seemed like it. Well, Bobby, you're looking very good tonight here, man. You picked up the stage one victory. You got a good bit of drivers here behind you that are probably looking to pick up that spot here on this restart. We know it's going to be hectic, but it's going to be fun here from hopefully your perspective and ours. And, hey, we're looking forward to hopefully talking to you later in the race. Good luck, man, and congratulations on picking up that stage victory.
Right. Thank you. I mean, Poconos is kind of my back town. You know, I live in PA, so this is kind of the closest PA track besides Watkins Glen. But yeah, hopefully I can keep the nose clean.
Heck yeah, man. Well, hey, we'll be looking for you then here later in the race, Bobby. And good luck going into this final stage, and good luck on these green flag stops. We'll hope that we'll be talking to that 94 machine here in a little bit.
Thank you. You too.
All right, and that was Bobby Hall Jr. as he is coming down the tunnel into turn 3. As that stage was brought to you by Blanchard's Towing, as Bobby Hall Jr. going to win the Blanchard's Towing stage break there, as he's going to get ready, as hopefully no one's going to need any of those Blanchard's tow truck here at this restart, as we'll see these boys get wound back up, belts tightened, and the green flag dropped. Is that 94 Bobby Hall Jr. off to a fantastic restart here, as that Flex Motorsports 94 going to be out in the lead with that Simbox 971 of Nate Maurer, going to get the nose not cut off, but he's going to get that outside air taken away from him, as too wide for about a country mile. You're going to see all these drivers getting it woed up and through turn 1, and down the Long Pond straightaway we go. As you just see the fanning out to the bottom to the top, you're going to see these guys really following the draft of that leader, wanting to keep going, as into the tunnel turn we go. Ooh, we almost had a little bit of contact right there, as still back. Wes Wiegand almost had a moment there with the 48 of Robert Richards. 113 of Daniel Worthington. Here comes Doug Neal on the inside of the 43, as they're going to have a little bit of battle there, as the 77 going to get past Joshua McKinney. Wes Wiegand now, he is going to be under attack to that Joshua McKinney and Robert Richards. We've seen as Doug Neal rolled himself up in the 5th. But here for that first, second, and third spot, we still have the 94 Bobby Hall Jr., that 24 pole position sitter of Mikael Robinson, and that 971 and 8 hour, 2 wide still as they roll it into turn 1.
Yes, sorry, have not gotten to the Facebook or the YouTube chat. Don't see anybody talking on the YouTube chat, but we're going to go over to the Facebook. I see Troy Kettler saying at the beginning of the stream, he said, I'm watching, good to have you here. Troy, he said, also, good luck, Wes Wiegand, and all the teammates, glad to have you here. Jeremiah Hobbs saying, spotting the number 24 this season. Let's go, Mikael. Good to have you spotting for that 24, Jeremiah. Miss having you up here in the booth, man. Paul Mann saying, good luck to Blanchard Tow and Repair Machine. The 19 currently sitting in that 26th spot. So the 19, you know, you saw him getting into a little bit of incident there on that last caution flag. But the 19 still in the race right now. Then I also see Adam Stanley saying Team Blanchard number 19. So good to have the Team Blanchard guys out here tonight. And I see Akamai Proctor saying, what's up to the Bluegrass League? Big ups to Chris and Josh up in the booth. Let's give some love to the boys in Race Control and Jason as well. Bummed to miss this week. I love this track. Good to have you here tonight, Akamai. All of our love out to you, man. And sad that you got had to miss the race. But hey, man, glad that you were here to watch the race with us at least, man. As you saw a little bit of wishy-washy going on there with that 77 and 971. Yeah, and that 24, Mikael Robinson, looks like he got into the wall just a little bit back there, or having to keep it out of the wall just a little bit.
He didn't get into the wall. They just got really tight, him and that 971. They were switching positions, the inside and the outside lane there and all that. And, eventually, the 971 found his way by out of turn 1, and the 24 lost a lot of momentum on that outside lane, and it allowed Doug Neal down the back straightaway as well. So the Simbox machines starting to work in unison as the 971 going to the inside. Bobby Hall Jr., he's going to have that position through the turn, or excuse me, that turn. This will be the 971's inside lane, as he will go to the bottom of the track. He's going to get too wide here. Obviously, we're going to see that 77 of Doug Neal come to the bottom lane, but he's going to be there just a fraction too early. Is that 94 now going to make that car just a little bit wider again, or excuse me, truck, I should say, as into turn 2. They're going to shoot it over the tunnel. And a little bit of a moment there for the 94. He got in a little hot. As 971 going to go to the outside here in turn 3. And they're racing now for the lead here at Pocono. A little bit of contact almost. That's going to open the door now for Doug Neal. He's not going to take full advantage of it. Maybe got out of the gas a little bit. Maybe just not able to get the full traction down to make that run I was thinking. But that's going to open the door now for the 971 down the front straightaway. And this is the best opportunity the 971's had.
Whoa, big
contact.
Whoa, look at that. The 971 having to try to take that inside lane. He was trying to go on the inside there of the 94, but having to get really checked up as I see a little bit of frame drop going on the stream, trying to get it straightened out. But right now, the 94 having to really try to do his best to hold off that 971. 971 just all over that back bumper. Doug Neal, though, has worked his way back up into that third spot. That 24, Mikael Robinson, slowly starting to fall back just a little bit. So, you know, it's one of those things where a lot of these drivers just trying to work out this tire situation and not really working out for them.
Yeah, we'll see if we have a little bit more hard racing there between the 94 and the 971, man. They were door banging, beating, and banging there for a moment at lap 28. Down the back straightaway we go. The 77 big shove to the 971 there. It's going to give him a big run. The 94, I was going to say he came up. He had the door open there, the 971 did, but just not going to take that run. He might take it now. Oh, he is big up against the 94. He's going to take this run into turn 3. 971's going to drive him off the track.
Woo! 971 all the way down. 94 all the whoa. The 77.
Big
Doug Neal.
Big bump from the 77.
Yeah, Doug Neal having to really get out of the brakes there. Doug Neal just almost getting into the back bumper of Bobby Hall.
Back.
Yeah, that's going to
West Wiggin.
Yeah, that's going to open up the door for the 24 and the 88. They're going to be able to come up here and start chomping down on what was happening in front of them. 971 here, 20 laps to go. Your new leader. It looks like the 94, he's going to try his best to get back up here, but look at that, Doug Neal trying to lean all over the inside of that 24, trying to slow him down just a little bit. As it looks like we've got the internet issue figured out. Not really sure what was going on there for just a second, but whoa, look at that. The 94 making it move on the inside into the tunnel turn. Turn 2, new leader.
Oh, he dumped him.
Whoa, he dumped him. 971 dumped him.
He dumped him. He just dumped him.
Whoa, everybody gonna have to get it slowed up. Oh, 22 is Scott Madden. Yes, 22 is Scott Madden, just innocent bystander and all that. Looks like
now we're instantly to the back of the line.
Yes, whoa, just a big kerfuffle go on there.
I told you they were going to be beaten, didn't I? I said this aggressiveness wasn't over.
Yeah, as you just see the 94 just sending them around. Or excuse me, the 971 just saying, nope, not having that anymore. Go back on board here with the 971. That way you can see it from his point of view. Yep, just a whoop, big bump, and a send around. And you just see Scott Madden, all that happening in front of him. Just nowhere to go. Daniel Worthington just getting out of the way. And just an unfortunate turn of events there for that 22 machine. You see Travis Twitty getting her slowed down. Getting around at 971, having to go to the back of the field. So with 19 laps to go, he's going to have to work his way all the way back up to the front. Let's look at that. Doug Neal, only one out on the track. Everybody coming down pit lane. Mikael Robinson, Wes Wiggin, Robert Richards, the 16 of Joey Doucette, Alex Healy, Daniel Worthington, David Brackett, Logan Russell, Josh McCain, everybody down pit lane.
Man, I can't believe that he did it. Man, I'm just speechless, Chris.
It's like the 88 of Wes Wiggin trying to get out, trying to beat everybody out. Well, it looks like Robert Richards going to pull out in that second position. Mikael Robinson going to pull out in third. And West Wigan going to pull out in that 4th spot. So yeah, a lot of drivers trying to make up that position with 18 laps to go.
Should be at what, 15 to go when we get back? 16 to go? Man, Eric Gas, or not Eric Gaskins, he's talking in voice chat, so maybe say his name. Doug Nill, excuse me. That 77 might have just shot himself in the foot right here. Or he's expecting another caution here, and he's saving that set of tires.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's just a strategy play here from that 77. Not really sure. The whole field came down pit lane.
Literally.
So look at that. The 48 of Robert Richards having to come back down. Maybe a speeding penalty.
They might not be able to make it. No, they might not be able to make it. I wonder if they're not able to make it. Because we had about 4 or 5 drivers come down pit road. Robert Richards, Joey Doucette, David Brackett, Logan Russell, Cody Verrill, Brett Nielsen.
Whoa, the 48 missing his pit stall. So I'm backing it up there. So yeah, it looks like everybody just doing a splash and go.
Yeah, I wonder if they can't make it to the end of the race.
Yeah, it's going to be a ploy here. It's been 10 laps since that 77 of Doug Nill came down pit lane. So wondering how that 77 machine is gonna handle this out. His teammate of Nate Maurer, he's all the way back in 24th position now. So Nate Maurer all the way to the back of the field, and then Doug Nill did not come down pit lane. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this 77 Simbox machine does play this out here.
Yeah, this is going to be mayhem. This could be mayhem. Mikhail Robinson on paper should take the lead here. Into the first turn with those fresher tires, but I mean, Doug Nill surprised me, man.
Well, just a big shout out to everybody on that Facebook, on that YouTube page. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to hit subscribe over on YouTube so you don't miss any of the action that's going on. Make sure to share out to all your friends on that Facebook page as the pace car is out.
Inside lane. Watch this inside lane. Nope, they're not going to. Oh, they got checked up a little bit.
Yeah,
Mikhail Robinson definitely got the better drive.
Yeah, as you see right now, it's 3 wide back behind that 77 machine. We'll see diving it down into turn 1 if Doug Nill's got what it can take to hold on to that 24 who's on fresher tires. You see that 43 machine just blink in. That's Josh McKinney. He's doing his best Houdini act back there right now. As it looks like the 24 going to go ahead and go around the 77. Ooh. Doug Nill just did not have it. Just could not hold up that 24 machine. And look at that, the 113 of Daniel Worthington making a move on the inside.
Doug Nill on those old tires, it ain't going to like going to that outside lane here.
Ooh, somebody just locked it up. I saw a big puff of smoke back there.
Saw Anthony Stevens out of line, that 58. 77 did a good job. Oh, caution, 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 Joshua McKinney. Is that Ed Osborne? Was indeed.
Yeah, it looks like it was that 43 of Joshua McKinney. So we'll have to go back and see what actually happened with that 43 machine. We saw him having a little bit of blinking issues. Maybe he had an issue on track that we could not see. Yeah, as you see right there, he disappears. So that 88 of West Wigan might have not even seen him. And then he popped back up. As you see right now, he is doing a little bit of blinking. So we'll watch it from that 88 of West Wigan's point of view. And you can see what I'm talking about. That 43 is going to disappear. And you see that the 88 doesn't know he's there. And then that's what you see. That's what happens. Just a little bit of net code, that 43 having to disappear and come back in the track. Whenever he comes back, it registers contacting, and then it causes a wreck. Nothing that the 43, nothing that did on purpose or anything. Not trying to say that. 42, Ed Osborne having nowhere to go, just having to check up into that. Oh, that's unfortunate for that 42 machine.
Yeah, but I think he got a little less damage than what he should have.
Logan Russell going through the grass. It's Travis Twitty seeing all this stuff happen in front of him going, oh my gosh, guys, y'all got to stop trying to kill me. So right now, Doug Neal going down pit lane. Ed Osborne also coming down pit lane, one of those drivers you saw involved in that little bit of an incident. You got Eric Gaskins coming down pit lane, that 20 machine. Joey Doucette in the 16. Also coming down pit lane, Brett Nilsson pulling his way down pit lane. Christopher Blanchard also down. Ed Osborne, Brian Terry down in that 13 machine. Bobby Hall Jr., just unfortunate for him. He's been down pit lane for 7.5 minutes, almost 8 minutes. So probably done for his race is probably done. See that 13 of Brian Terry coming out right now. Also that 77 of Doug Neal. The 10 and the 20 coming out right now. The 19 of Blanchard coming down pit lane. So a lot of drivers with a little bit of damage. But we've got 14 laps to go, so there's still a lot of racing that can happen here.
Oh yeah, 14 laps doesn't sound like a lot, but 14 laps at Pocono is it's a good bit of racing here. I mean, you're gonna see some drivers definitely starting to lay it out of the line here. That intensity switch probably gonna get turned off here. We've seen it before. Some drivers already get turned off going into the end of the first stage, but this is where you're gonna see those drivers really start to, try to manage their positions. You got CJ Mason sitting in 5th after some accidents, after a good bit of managing. He's got himself up 14 spots, 75 machine sitting in the top 5 right now. But you see Wes Wiggin in front of him. So you're gonna see these drivers now take risk. This is where you're gonna have to start taking those risks. I mean, 10 laps to go here within the next 4. You don't know what's gonna happen. You've got to be the one that takes those risks to maybe get the advantage on those random happenings. So it's over racing, baby. That's what we love about it.
Yeah, but with 13 laps to go, we're definitely going to have a lot of battling going on here. We're gonna have a lot of slugfest going on. You're gonna see that 113 in that Flex Motorsports machine. Going to be battling it out with that 24 Mikael Robinson. So you're gonna see definitely see a lot of drivers. You got the Wes Wiegand machine right behind him. So you've got 2 teammates up here in that top 4. And then Alan Duranco, who is back in that 7th spot, who is up 20 positions right now. Currently up here trying, he can make a battle for that lead as well. So you got a lot of teammates up here in that front spot. Also Dakota Shepard, I didn't notice him up in that 9th spot as well. So a lot of Flex Motorsports up here in that top 10. So it's anybody's race going with 12 laps to go once we hit that line. But Mikael Robinson doing a really good job holding on to that first position. As we saw that 94 of Bobby Hall Jr. having a really, really, really unfortunate turn of events, no pun intended, getting turned off of the front end of that 971 machine. But Nate Maurer, who got sent back to the back, moved his way up into that 15th position. So already started moving his way up back through the field. See him on that outside lane, but with the pace car taking that hard left turn, the 24 is going to judge when he's ready to go. Sounds like we are green here. Green, green, green. 12 laps to go. That 24 getting off to a really decent start. But that 113 machine on the outside, doing a really good job holding that outside lane pace up. He's got his teammate right behind him in Wes Wiggins, so you definitely want to get pushed. That's who you want to have is your teammate, but that top lane doesn't look like it's really working
Big
out
wad.
for him.
Yeah, big wad. Now Alex Healy, that 97, he is sitting in 3rd place. Saw somebody else just blinking in the pack. Race control saw as well. I think it might have been Anthony Stevens. We're going to go on board here with that 97, though, of Alex Healy. Good run from him here tonight. He's had some good runs that have been stripped from him. We know that 97 machine looking for a good overall finish here again tonight, and we'll see how that 97 finishes. 10 laps to go when they hit this, or 11 laps technically to go when they hit the stripe this time. And he's got CJ Mason to the inside lane of Wes Wiggin behind him. So he could get a little bit of battling behind him that could give him the separation he needs to just hold on for this podium position a little bit longer. Alex Healy so far, though, doing a great job. Started in 6th, currently sitting in 3rd. Haven't had the opportunity to talk about that 97 up here in the front too much tonight. And with our fastest race